All right. So just to level set so that we're all on the same page here, because I don't want to assume anyone knows a lot about cancer. But cancer is not a single disease. It is a group of more than 200 different diseases. Cancer is caused by changes to certain genes that alter the way our cells function. And some of these genetic changes occur naturally when DNA is replicating during the process of cell division, but others are the result of environmental exposure that damages DNA. Okay? So it's kind of like what the deal is with cancer. It's also worth noting that just because a chemical is a carcinogen doesn't mean that you're going to get cancer. Other factors influence whether exposure will lead to cancer, including the amount, the duration, and your genes. However, in 1977, researchers found that 80% of all cancers were caused by environmental factors. Okay, let that sit in. In the US alone, around 570,000 cancer deaths occur each year. Globally, outdoor air pollution causes 8 million deaths a year from lung cancer alone. Indoor air pollution causes another 4 million deaths globally. Right? These are just one type of cancer. Remember, I said that there were hundreds of different types of cancers. So think about all the pain, all the suffering regarding cancer, and that 80% are within our reach to influence. We have over 100,000 chemicals in our environment. 30,000 of them have been analyzed, so nowhere near all of them. And 275 of them are carcinogenic. So I want to raise in this pod episode a little bit of awareness of just how often we are being how often we are bombarding ourselves with carcinogens.
Okay.
Some are natural, and some we're doing to ourselves, some we can avoid, and some we can mitigate. But without awareness, no one is going to have your best interests in mind while they're making money off of our collective ignorance.
Okay.
All right? So let's raise some awareness. Also, to that point, right before I jump in, it's also worth emphasizing that minority communities more heavily suffer from cancer and cancer clusters due to racism in our institutions. We covered that in our last show, episode 123, so go check that out. So you can absorb carcinogens outside. The sun, right? Ultraviolet radiation, also known as UV rays. It's an obvious one that causes skin cancer. Ionizing radiation causes 1% of all cancers and accounts for several types. This comes from cosmic rays that enter Earth's atmosphere. Can't do anything about that. Viruses and bacteria can cause cancer. Also, as you pointed out, the air is filled with bad stuff. There's stuff like 1,3-butadiene. I don't even know if that's how you say it. It comes from car exhaust. You also have coal emissions from plants or even fire pits release a number of harmful chemicals like benzene, carbon monoxide, formaldehyde, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. There are going to be a few names in here that I struggle with, but I'm going to do my best. Arsenic is a naturally occurring substance. It can be found in the air, water, and soil. But you also have, you can also consume carcinogens. It's in your food. It can contaminate products like nuts, corn, and dairy, and have that come from cancer-causing fungi called aflatoxins. Having more than 2 alcoholic drinks a day raises your likelihood of developing cancer. Aristolochic acids, which I'm sure I'm butchering, are a group of acids found naturally in many types of plants like ginger, and therefore in unregulated herbal products, you can get exposed to this, like wellness supplements. Water can be filled with several carcinogens. That 1,3-butadiene, again, the one that's found in car exhaust, is also in polluted water near facilities that handle tires, resins, plastics, and other chemicals. There's actually a site that you can visit. I've probably shared it with you before, Antoine, and it'll be in the description for this YouTube episode. That you can select your water provider by entering in your zip code, and it will tell you what chemicals exist in your water and also their health impacts, the concentrations, and how that compares to recommended thresholds. Because it's important to know this, especially with your water, because you use this to cook, to clean, to bathe, to drink. Tobacco smoke has over 7,000 chemicals in it. 69 of them are known to cause cancer, like arsenic, formaldehyde, benzene, beryllium, chromium, 1,3-butadiene. That one keeps coming up. So just don't smoke or be around people that smoke. Do your best because it's terrible for you. Now, It's no surprise that you can be exposed to carcinogens at your work. I think that's like age old, at least in this country. But note that after going through this extensive list of carcinogens that are out there in the world, occupational hazards was the top way to be exposed to cancer-causing chemicals, like hands down. Everything was broken out by, and how do you get exposed? And more often than not, it was different works across all disciplines. It's not even like, no one's really safe here. No one's really safe. So you have agricultural workers can inhale dust and mist contaminated with aflatoxins and sulfuric acid. Yeah. You have lubricating oils like mineral oils used in manufacturing, mining, construction. They all cause skin cancer. Specifically, exposure to mineral oils may occur among workers in various industries, including the manufacture of automobiles, airplanes, steel products, screws, pipes, and transformers. Anyone working with brass or aluminum, engine repair, copper mining, and even newspaper and commercial printing may be exposed to these mineral oils. When it comes to metals, chemicals, and minerals that cause cancer, the most common exposure point is the processing and handling of these, and that's in mining, various plants, and different factories. Workers who use handheld masonry saws to cut materials such as concrete and brick may be exposed to airborne crystalline silica. Yeah. When inhaled, these particles can penetrate deep into your lungs and cause lung cancer. Laboratory technicians, certain healthcare providers, and mortuary employees are exposed to high levels of formaldehyde. Even prolonged exposure to wood dust can cause cancers in your nose and sinuses. Now, I'm not going to go through more. This is an incomplete summary of occupational hazards regarding exposure to carcinogens. Okay. And I urge everyone to visit our episode description on YouTube and view our sources to learn more. But I just wanted to show you how many industries and different types of roles are impacted by exposure to carcinogens. Now, in your home, radon is a radioactive gas released from rocks and soil. Radon is in all air. Everyone is exposed to that, but in very low levels. The difference is in your homes, it can build up to dangerous levels and cause lung cancer, and now they're even thinking maybe leukemia. Mm-hmm. Soot. Yes, soot that you find in your fireplace is the product of incomplete burning of materials like wood and oil, some other things. That black stuff contains several carcinogens like arsenic and chromium. You can be exposed to it by inhaling it, ingesting it, or absorbing it through your skin.
Right.
And researchers at Stanford University found that propane and natural gas stoves emit and fill homes with benzene above well-established health benchmarks. In fact, with one burner or just setting your oven to 350 degrees, benzene levels in the home can reach higher than those found in secondhand tobacco smoke. The toxin then moves from your kitchen and migrates throughout your home. You're sleeping in it. You're sleeping with it in your bedroom. Gas stoves can leak benzene when they're turned off. And good ventilation helps reduce concentrations, but exhaust fans were found to be very ineffective in mitigating this. So this particular finding comes as gas stoves have become a centerpiece culture war topic for conservatives as they seek to block regulation from the Department of Energy that want to simply propose energy efficiency standards on ranges. So it's almost like a loosely connected issue here, but they've decided to warp it and make it their own. Okay. So a little more about benzene, right? Benzene forms in flames in other high temperature environments like flares around oil fields, and now, as we know, gas stoves. And according to the CDC, the chemical benzene is linked to leukemia and other blood cell cancers. Additionally, side note on gas stoves, 12.7% of childhood asthma cases in the US can be attributed to gas stoves used in homes because of nitrogen dioxide emissions.